Any programming language can be used to write backend code. It's just a list of instructions that the computer should follow. And the code itself is a bunch of characters that mean nothing to a computer, like in any text file. For a computer to understand the instruction written, we need something that will act as a bridge and do the translation for any operating system. The solution can either be a compiler or a runtime environment. In the web development community, more and more people are using Node.js to write backend code instead of the more traditional technology like Java or .NET. So let's rewind the clock and look at the history of Node.js to understand the reason behind the switch. My name is Kevin, I make software engineering content, subscribe for more. For a program to run, it needs access to physical resources like storage, input and output devices. And the instructions from the code need to be translated to machine code executable by the computer. Those tasks are all handled by a runtime environment across different operating systems. In the early days of the web, some options like Java or PHP were available to build backend apps. But with the fast-growing popularity of JavaScript, developers wanted the option to also use JavaScript in the backend. The first attempt of server-side JavaScript was Netscape Livewire. But despite being an innovative piece of software with a friendly development experience, Livewire was not a commercial success. Another attempt was ASP by Microsoft, while also being innovative, failed to become the standard. Fast forward a few years, with the boom of Web 2.0 applications such as Flickr and Gmail, JavaScript started to be considered as a more serious language that can push the limit of what the experience on the web could be. And then
I'm going to talk about Node. So briefly, Node is a server-side JS platform. It's built on Google's V8. It does I/O in a very special way, which I will describe in great detail.
In 2009, Ryan Dahl introduced Node.js as a solution to build very fast, high concurrency servers that minimize memory usage. The solution proposed by Ryan to achieve that goal was changing the way I/O was implemented in most well-established server technology. Back then, the way most I/O systems worked was by using threads for each client connection, but having multiple threads meant more memory usage, and for I/O requests like reading a file or getting data from a database, each request was blocking the program, waiting for the response. The way of solving that problem was the use of a single-threaded architecture with an event loop model that leveraged callback function. Let's have a look at the following example. On the left, we have a standard blocking I/O, and on the right, we have the Node.js implementation of an event loop. On the left, the program will wait for the database response before executing the rest of the program. But on the right, the program will continue while the database processes the request. The goal of the event loop is to create the illusion of a multi-threaded environment with program halting, but instead use the event loop to execute small processes one after the other. It takes a very high level of coordination, and when done properly, the result is a very fast, high concurrency server. One of the reasons why JavaScript was the programming language chosen for Node was its default support for an event loop. The web is essentially designed for the use of events through user interaction, and JavaScript was already good at it, so it made sense to use JavaScript. Node is built on top of V8, which is a powerful JavaScript engine built by Google to make Chromium browser translate JavaScript into machine code faster. V8 is not bound to a specific browser and has been used to create some frameworks like Electron. So using V8 gave Ryan and his team a very solid foundation to build on. One of the main issues faced by Node at the beginning was the lack of infrastructure. Most libraries were not designed to be event-based, and the use of blocking library in an event loop system is not efficient or just impossible. The only way around that was for the Node team to build the infrastructure from scratch, so they introduced the Node Package Manager, or NPM for short. After its introduction, Node.js and NPM quickly gained popularity for all the innovative solutions they brought, and also for having JavaScript as the programming language. Despite the humble beginning of NPM, with just a few packages, it has grown to become today the most popular package manager, with thousands of libraries all using non-blocking event loop system. With the surge of interest in Node.js, it needed to evolve, and over the years, with each release, we have seen more and more features being added, like the creation of Express and Socket.io in 2010, and the support of EXIS in 2014. Today, Node is mature and versatile enough for usage in both big-scale enterprise projects and casual side projects for people learning to code. So it makes sense for many developers to choose Node over some of the alternatives. If you like Node and use JavaScript, you can watch this video to understand the rise of Svelte as a front-end framework. Thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe for more videos like this. See you in the next one.